but it just makes a huge difference in the quality. Okay everybody, it's Scott here out in Bearspaw. I told you I'd give you an update of what's going on. This is our baseboard that has been stained and is ready to go. I'll show you the back of it because it's wood. It's what we use on all of our builds. Wood baseboards, wood casings. We don't have to stain it. We can paint it if you want it painted, but it just makes a huge difference in the quality. MDF absorbs water. All it is like powder that they glue and it's like a wick. So if you spill any water on it or water seeps down from your sills because of some frost or whatever that's melting, once it swells, the paint cracks and you can't fix it. You got to replace it. So, or you can sand it, I guess. But anyways, you don't want to do that. So we've got this already. The guys are in on the 30th. They're going to get started. Electricians are in here right now. They're getting some lights done. They've got the plugs. They're just starting, plugs and switches everywhere. And you'll notice here, we got a pile of stuff, and this is all for the tile setters. So anyways, they're in here right now. They're working in the ensuite. That's where they'll start. They'll get the base all done for the shower. So I'll take you in there after. Yeah, all the lights are almost all on. Most of them are these little pot lights that Mason will show you after, but come on in here and I'll show you what we got going on for our tile. They're working in here in the ensuite. This is Schluter Dieter, and this is what goes down on the floor before they put the tile down. And we used to use plywood, a subfloor on top of our subfloor, but we use this now. It's a little bit more reliable, works better. And then this is just it's like a sealer for the tile on top of the seats and stuff. So anyways, come on in here and I'll show you. Here it is. Okay, so here's the tile that's going on the backsplash in the kitchen and the mud room and in the laundry room. It's being done in thirds, so you can do brick pattern where it's halves. You can do straight lays as well, but the customer wants thirds, so that's what'll happen around there. This is actually going on the walls. So anything that's glazed, I don't really like on the floors. So this is a high glaze, and it can be a little slippery if it's wet. So anyways, so this goes on the walls, and then we have the same tile, but it's in 2 foot by 2 foot, and it also goes on the walls, but in the high glaze, and then the floor is flat. And that just is not so slippery. So anyways, that's all of this. So here he is working away. Listen, please do me a favor. Like and subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get a message out to everybody, and the more subscribers we have, the further it moves. And the idea is talking about quality home ownership and the quality in the house. So I had somebody respond to one of my posts the other day, and they said, sometimes it's not cost effective. Well, the cost effectiveness is relative to a couple of things. What you put inside of the house is big cost. What you put outside of the house, the amount of stonework, that kind of thing, is big cost. But the actual structure, you can still get a place built that fits in your budget. It may be a little smaller than you were hoping for. It may not have all the glam that you were hoping for, but you can add that later and your house will be a very high quality one. So please keep that in mind. It's really important. Okay, so what have we got going on here? We've got the floor done. We have to put tile around the walls here, and that's a new code because we have a freestanding tub. So this is the seat. We will be putting granite on top of that and our glass on top of that. Glass here and our shower door, okay? So the shower door, it's okay to have a light switch here if our shower door is here. If we didn't have the shower door, if it was at the other end, which we wouldn't because there's no walls, that would be dumb, but we do that on occasion. You can't have a light switch close if you don't have a door that covers it so that you can reach inside or reach outside and turn it on. So anyways, so this system is really good for protecting against leaks. And this inside is great. So this whole piece here is actually part of the drain. And so in other words, lots of times in the old school days, we'd have a drain and we'd have that inside of what was our dry pack. And you know, sometimes you could end up with a leak around that, but with this system now, that's really not an issue. So anyways, floor's on. They are going to be starting the walls on this probably later today. It's only 2:30, so that's part of it. Come on and I'll show you this. Here's one of the tile setters. Okay. Oh, before I go, wow, that was like a 3D movie. So here's what we're talking about. I don't know if you remember on one of our videos, they couldn't get this piece in because of the angles, and they never said anything to me at the time, unfortunately. So we had this piece all built, and so anyways, now we've got this all in, and we'll be doing just a row of 70-30 backsplash, which means they're longer tiles. It's 30%, 70% is how we overlap, but I'll show you that out here. So, all right. So this is what they've got going on everywhere. And it's really a nice tile. It goes very well with this granite. So this is for what's called a pot filler. So you've seen those lots. It's basically a tap that you pull out and can fill your pots with water. This is the cooktop, and I showed you last time we had basically, it was cut, there was a solid piece here, solid piece here, solid piece here, solid piece here, and we left that in because there's a chance of this breaking when you are moving it around. So anyways, no chance now. It's been cut out and installed. Okay, so I'll take you into this other bathroom and show you, but here's something that's interesting. So we have an actual bracket in there for the TV, and you see the hole I put up there. I had asked the electricians to put that plug over by the hole on the far hand side so we could get that in. Anyways, it won't fit now. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move that plug into the center there, and then we can put the bracket on. So, all right, come on, and I'll show you. Again, the client chose the same tile for the floors everywhere. We only have tile in this bathroom, in the actual laundry room, and the ensuite. So everything else is going to be hardwood. So that's coming in, let's see here, it comes on the 24th. So it's the 19th today, 5 days. So everything's moving along great. The clients are excited, happy to be getting in about a month early, I'm gonna say. So what do we have after this? As soon as these guys clear out, the hardwood goes in. once the hardwood's done, which believe it or not is a 2-day process now, we have a crew of like 6 guys that come in here and they are done in 2 days. Once they leave, the finishing carpenter comes back. So what he has to do is he'll put all the baseboards on over top of the hardwood and the tiled areas. He'll rehang all of the doors, put the knobs on, all of that kind of stuff. I have the appliances being delivered and installed, so that'll be done. And then I have a cleaning crew. They come through and they clean everything. After it's been cleaned, oh, sorry, I skipped a couple of things there. The plumbers will be in here. They'll put all the toilets, sinks, everything in. The heating guys come in. They will hook up all of the thermostat and everything for the HRV. And they'll put all of the cold air returns on. Our flooring people, actually, we have custom made heat registers that go over top. So it's just all smooth with the floor. So as soon as that's all done, clean up. Once it's cleaned, the painters come back. And then the painters touch up everything that's been ruined by the tile guys and the hardwood guys. Just kidding, Vessel. Anyways, so once that's all done, now we do an inspection so that the clients can point out anything that they see that they want fixed or changed, and they move in. So we're actually really close. We're less than a month away, or approximately there. So anyways, come on outside and I'll show you a couple things. I don't know if I've talked about this door. So this door was missing on the original delivery, so we just had a white blank door. So they finally came and changed that. So the painters will have to paint this. And this is painted with what's called a gel coat. And so it really looks like just stained wood. It's very nice. Okay, so the other thing is that we're gonna stain these posts as well. So that's great. And if you look up into the eaves, you'll see that we have had our supplier Allure lighting out here, and they've put these lights in all around. It's gonna look beautiful out here. So final thing is when everybody's done the cleanup and everything, that bin will be gone, our garbage bin, and then we will have everything all tidied up in front of here. And I may have that before it's just the bin becomes a problem, it's in the way. And I don't want to move it way out there because the guys have to haul everything too long. So anyways, then we'll have Gray's back with a couple of pieces of equipment, and we'll trim everything up, put the black dirt down everything, add more clay here so that we can get this area all done. They want to be able to back out here. So that's a big deal. But it's exciting. We've got some really exciting news coming up, and you're going to see with our new show home what's going to happen. We've got another large project coming that we've got a great system. We've partnered up with a company. We've bought some shares in it, and we're going to tell you all about it. But I'm not going to share anything right now because it's a secret. And you know about secrets. There's only one way that you can keep a secret, and that is if you have 2 people and you kill one. Then you can keep a secret. Other than that, you're screwed.